Bob Rotruck here. This is your Phantoms preview. The Adirondack Phantoms on a Saturday night coming back home and trying to get back on the winning track, but they're doing it against maybe the best team in the league. Tonight's opponents, the Syracuse Crunch. First 2,500 fans in attendance receive a free Phantoms t-shirt. We're also going to be honoring that great Glens Falls High School football team, Pat Lilac, and man, what a great job he did taking that team all the way to the state championship at the Carrier Dome. Just a magical run for those guys, and we want to honor them and do it right, and we're going to be doing it between periods of tonight's game. Now, for tonight's game, Adirondack against Syracuse, and the Crunch are in first place in the Eastern Conference, tied with Springfield. Syracuse is 14-5-2, and they got back on the winning track yesterday after they had lost 2 out of 3 last weekend. Now, this is the team that was Norfolk last year, and they won 28 in a row, all the way on their way to the Calder Cup Championship. They finished 45-3 from February through June. The numbers are just astonishing. In fact, that win streak record that they broke in the American Hockey League, it used to belong to the Philadelphia Phantoms in the last lockout when the Phantoms won 17 in a row in 04-05. And now the longest win streak in all of pro hockey, including the AHL, that 28-gamer. These guys, led by Tyler Johnson out of Spokane in the Western Hockey League. He's a second-year pro. He had 31 goals last year, not bad, but Corey Conacher had 39 for the same team in Norfolk and won league MVP. This year, Tyler Johnson, maybe his bust-out year even more. He leads the league in goals with 15 of them. Corey Conacher has 9 goals, which is a little low compared to what he had last year. He is a speedy little pesky guy. I mean, this guy plays with a lot of feistiness and tenacity. He's going to get in the grills of a lot of different Phantoms players tonight. I have a feeling this is the 4th game this year between Adirondack and Syracuse, and they have had their fair share of fights and brawls and all of that good stuff, so we might have a little bit more of that going on as well. These guys flat out light it up. They lead the league in offense, and they had that 28-game win streak, and they're kind of riding an emotional high. Earlier in the week, they received their championship rings as well in a private ceremony in Syracuse. One of the Phantoms players was at that ceremony. That is Jeff Dimon. He played for Norfolk last year, was teammates with pretty much the entire Syracuse team, and now he's playing against them. He received his ring out in Syracuse on Monday. This is his first game against them. He just came back from injury yesterday, and as far as yesterday's game went, it was a 3-1 loss at Rochester, but the Phantoms keep on doing a lot of things right. Maybe not as much traffic in front of the net as they might want, but 42 shots on goal. Some of them are from outside, some of them are from way in tight. They run into another hot goalie, even though they badly outshot their opponents. And it was a weird loss and a weird game, that second period when Adirondack outshot Rochester 25-6. But Rochester scored 2 goals in that period, and Adirondack went 0 for 25. They also went 0 for 5 on the power play, and I think for those guys it's high time that the power play gets back on track and starts putting some pucks in the net. So tonight it's Adirondack against Syracuse. The Phantoms trying to get back on the winning track against maybe the best team in the league, so it is a mighty challenge. 7 o'clock game time at the Glens Falls Civic Center.